watching all of the back and forths now
I
around
didn't
Mike
watch
Epps?
I didn't watch Monique, and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't watch
Wait, you did
Monique.
not? You did not watch Monique?
I know some of the things she has said, but I didn't watch her, and I'm gonna tell you why I
Okay.
didn't watch her.
Okay.
And I know I'm about to get hated on.
Oh, why set up the table to be hated on?
Well, I'm
Just
just gonna tell
let us
you. I'm gonna
naturally
tell
hate on
you.
you.
I'm gonna
Let
I'm
us
gonna tell
naturally
you.
hate on you, Tyler. Don't give us the cue to hate on you. Just
Well,
let it happen naturally.
I just feel that I'm not in the top majority of this. I was not feeling her last special that she came on
Okay.
with by
I
a
agree.
long shot. I didn't think
Hold on. I agree. I didn't think it was good. I didn't think it was good. Two things
I just didn't think
that
it
has
was
nothing to
good from
do
a
with
comedy standpoint.
it
I didn't think it
wasn't
was
good. So let's just put that over there.
okay.
Her Netflix special, she got paid. She made her settlement. I didn't think it was a good special. I thought she could have done way better. That's neither here nor there. It don't have nothing to do with the conversation.
But
2
the
hours and
reason
55
for me
minutes.
why it has something to do with what's up is I went to Monique to watch her special because I wanted her to shine. And she did the opposite of that. And it ended
Okay.
up feeling that listen, man, my mom would slap me and I want to slap myself. I don't like talking at all about Black women in any sort of negative way, but it felt like she was bitter. It felt like she had forgot what her job was. It felt like all these things. And so when the Club Shay Shay thing happened, I was concerned that I was opening up a door again for that kind of feeling having to do with Monique, and I don't want that with her
All
anymore.
right. Well, okay.
She's wildly talented, and people forget that, and I need for the world to remember that. But go ahead.
That may or may not happen. Let's have another conversation about this. And again, I'm never talking about the interview. I'm never talking about Monique or Shannon. There's been a lot of conversation around whether this has turned into a Black people hating on Black people kind of space, and what's the value of it. And I also feel like it's opportunist. A lot of people are using this as an opportunity. So with the Cat Williams, so many people made commentary that bolstered their podcast. Gave them podcast fodder, bolstered their YouTube. Like, if that thing got 20 million, there were people that got 1 million. Everybody felt like they needed to ring in on it.
Yep.
And I feel like the same with Monique. I think Mike Epps jumped in because he's got he's promoting something. So he picks a fight with Shannon Sharp that was unnecessary. And I was going to play the clips. I'm going to save the clips until Friday because it is very disheartening what it has devolved into. I do think we need to have conversations around pain, harm, trauma, accountability, reconciliation. I do think that we should call a thing a thing. I do think when somebody harms the community, because I think this is beyond Monique. What Monique was talking about, there are a lot of people that have had those same experiences, not just with the people she mentioned, although with the people she mentioned, but also we've all been in situations where this happens all the time, whether it's in our own families, and we don't talk about it. Now, yes, I think people need to go get counseling and get help. I also think that the Bible even talks about if you have an offense with somebody, you go to them personally. I think she did that, which is why that we got recordings. Then if that doesn't go, you go to spiritual leaders. She did that. She went to Reverend Al. He's on the jet. Then you take it to the public. If that doesn't, and I think that those are the methods in which we, because there's a cleansing that needs to happen, and people want her to get over it, but she has not been, it has not been reconciled with the people that did it, except for Lee Daniels, and she's demonstrated that she can get over it once that person says, yes, I apologize, and let me make this right for you, which Lee Daniels did. I'm only bringing this up because we are in, I think, a period of time where, we are forced to take sides. This country, this world is so divided, divided. And we're in this versus mentality where you have to pick a side or else, and if you don't pick the right side, then you're wrong. Just like me not watching football, there has to be some lines in the sand that we draw. But more importantly, I think we should agree on some things. Like truth should be we should be all in agreement that we should know the truth about something, about a thing.
Right.
And whether you choose to like something or not afterwards, at least know, like you watch football knowing about the CTEs and the racism, but you still choose to watch it. And I'm not judging you because we've had this conversation, but we should at least know why we're doing the things we do. And I just think people take sides, whether it's Megan versus Nicki Minaj. It was like, this is so ridiculous. Y'all taking sides with people you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know, but y'all are y'all threatening people, threatening to shoot people, threatening to harm people, doxing folk, swatting folk over celebrities that you don't even know. Y'all are taking sides. This is so weird.
So do you think, is your kind of question that you're asking is, do we think that we're in a time right now where Black folks are fighting and pitting themselves against other Black folks unjustifiably, or we shouldn't be, or what? Because I have thoughts on it. I'm just curious to what you.
I'm here. I don't look at it, for me, this is not a Black people thing. This is a human being thing. Sure. And I feel like he invited her on to talk. She talked for 2 hours and 55 minutes and 20 seconds. A lot was revealed during that conversation. I did not feel like she was bitter or angry. And I separate that from the special that she did on Netflix. Sure. She got her money. I don't know what happened there, but just like anything that we consume, you either like it or you don't like it. You give the thumbs down and you keep it pushing. But this, I think, is a different conversation. And in many ways, I feel like we need to have a family meeting around this topic of trauma and reconciliation and accountability. And at least we should all be dealing with the same set of facts around people. And whether you like Oprah and Tyler Perry, you don't know them people. So defending them, like, well, they didn't do anything to me. Oh, well, okay. All right. Well, that's fine. But so you're going to, discount this woman because you don't like her special. Like, I think that's wildly unfair. And I get where you're coming from, but these two things.
No, but I feel you. And I want to be clear too and say, and I'm not discounting Monique on any level. That doesn't mean I actually feel the opposite of Monique. Like, I feel like you're good, Monique. People forget what you did in Precious. Like, they forget that you are not little. You are big. You are a star. You are powerful. And you had everybody turn back around and watch you after all of this, and it just felt a certain way. But that's, the Club Shay Shay thing, I felt a certain way about watching Cat Williams, man. And I'm not even saying what Cat said was wrong. I'm just saying I was listening to Cat Williams like, bro, I know you don't think it, but it's hard out here for everybody, man. Meaning, even Tyler Perry and all of his riches and all of his hugeness and all of his stuff, he ain't perfect. He's going to continue to make mistakes, and people are coming after him too. Everybody's coming after somebody, and it even seems like Oprah is indestructible, but people are trying to go after Oprah too. So nobody's out here is perfect, and we need to, I think, walk through that and try to find grace for each other.
All right. Grace. I'm just thinking about the order of things. Does grace get bestowed if a person does not say, what they did to somebody else? Do you still get grace? I don't know. I mean, who's grace for?
Well, I feel like, do you think you think Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey are going to go on Club Shay Shay the way that Mike Epps is trying to?
Yeah, I don't
like,
expect.
What I'm saying is,
I don't expect. Here's what I don't expect him to do anything publicly. Lee Daniels made it his business to go on stage with his booty showing and go out and apologize publicly to Monique, and then privately apologize to her family and etc. And then, put her back to work on certain projects that he was working on. I don't expect anything of anybody, but I think how we converse about it should be in community with a certain bent towards truth, honesty, and reconciliation. I feel like us taking sides and then being mad at each other around it can't be the move.